Hello friends, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox, and I'm excited to be posting for ScrapbookPal. Today I am focusing on a Halloween decor piece made with the new Sizzix Halloween Vault Dies that were just released. So again, these are the dies that I'm using. This is Wicked. This is the Gothic portraits. Look at that spider. You're going to see the spider. And this is the Coffin box. And you can see that the result is a 3D coffin that I actually made out of the gray or black wood grain cardstock. So the first thing I did was I got my craft mat out here, and I've got a mixed media paper. I've got picked raspberry, Uncharted mariner, and carved pumpkin, and I put them, you know, kind of in a stripe there. And I've got that larger piece of mixed media cardstock that I have, you know, spritzed with water to begin with so that the colors would kind of move. So there is layer one. And here I'm adding layer two by just kind of blopping up some of those dots. And so you can see here I'm going to go ahead and heat dry in between. I added a little bit of water to get the inks moving. But again, this is going to be my decor piece base. So the next thing I did was I grabbed Seedless preserves. Isn't that a cool Halloween color? And I spritzed it on the bottom and added some water. So we'll go ahead and again heat dry that. This is just really looking cool. So the next thing I did was I pulled out, again, my ink pads again, and I'm going to go ahead and ink blend additional color into each one of those stripes. I wanted the background color to be bright and vibrant against the black silhouettes that I cut out. I just thought it was fun. I just, you know, too much fun doing this. I'm a big Distress ink fan. I own all of the colors and I use them often. I just think they're so bright and vibrant. So the next thing I did was I spritzed a little water in my hand and I flicked it. And again, that just added a little bit of texture. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm pulling out the jack-o'-lantern Mica sprays. And again, these are now available singularly, which is great. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open it, or I'm going to spray it, excuse me, to get kind of some of those dots on there just to add some extra interest. So this is going to be a decor panel. So what I did was I pulled an artboard, probably about 4 inches by 8 inches, and I'm pulling out my collage medium now. So we're going to go ahead and just use a distress brush and add the collage medium here onto the base, making sure that I've got enough glue on here. I want to make sure that I've got the media panel, you know, nice and flat and adhered well to the base panel. So we'll go ahead and flip it over, and then I'm going to go ahead and use an ink brayer to make sure that I got all the bubbles out and everything. And then what I ended up doing was moving it to the side of my craft room and throwing a big heavy dictionary on it so that it would dry completely and flat. So here's the coffin box. So again, you can see I cut that out of black wood grain paper, and Tim in his live had recommended using these tiny clips to hold the pieces together until they dry. So again, I used the collage medium in the bottle and attach them and put them all together and then set them aside to dry. And this is what you end up with, is a 3D coffin box. I just thought this was so cool. So again, I die cut lots of different pieces from the different sets that I showed you up front. So right now, this is the cat from the Wicked set, and I wanted him to have glowing yellow eyeballs. So again, I cut out double cats here, and then I put the small yellow piece in between, and I'm using my Nuvo adhesive now to go ahead and attach my, my different die cuts together. So you can see I've got a lot of them in the background. I've got a lot of spiders. I've got a lot of bats. I've got that witch. I've got a mouse, you know, so again, just really playing with things. I always like to do 2 layers when I'm doing these home decor pieces because I think it just makes, you know, just makes them more sturdy. So again, I'm going to go ahead and glue the witch together here. I didn't film die cutting all of these pieces. I thought that might be kind of boring for you, and I thought I'd focus more on the background and then the assembly of the final piece. So again, I'm putting the witches together here. And I've got all, like I say, all those spooky spiders and things. So for the moon in the upper right corner, I die cut an almost complete circle, and I used mustard seed ink and just kind of did a couple layers. And now I'm adding pumice stone to turn it into a spooky moon. So you do that by just pressing your ink pad onto your craft mat and running your fingers through it. That kind of breaks the party up and allows you to have these larger dots, which again just give a lot of texture into the pieces. I have too much fun doing this. So the next thing I did was pulled out Flickering Candle. This is the mica spray. So again, I didn't want to spray it because that would give more coverage. I just wanted additional little flecks of the mica spray on my moon. So again, I went ahead and did that, and then I heat dried it. Just too much fun. So we're getting ready to put the piece together. So I cut or trimmed a couple pieces of black cardstock, and then I tore the top to make them uneven to create kind of my hill that the witch is going to walk on. And the spiders. I'm calling this thing Walk of the Spiders, because, or March of the Spiders, because I've got them walking all the way across this hill in the end, you'll see. So again, we'll go ahead, and I'm kind of trying to figure out where I want to put everything. So I want the witch up there at the top. I got to allow room for my spiders. I thought about putting the mouse on here, but then I decided, oh no, with all these other spiders, I'm going to end up adding a sparkle spider there. I was also playing with my cat, trying to see where I want my cat. But as you can see, in the end, I decided she needed to be holding the spider, and just thought that would be kind of fun. So again, just kind of playing and adding the spiders and trying to figure out the order that I want everything in and the placement. Love that background. That is just so deep, dramatic. So here I've got the coffin box, and I basically cut it into two, and you can see here I'm going to attach it on here so that it's kind of standing up. And then I have my wicked word there as well. So we're going to go ahead and start putting this thing together. So pulled my moon, and I'm using collage medium in the bottle because you get better control here with that. And it's a really good all over glue for lots of different projects. So again, once I got my moon on there, I'm going to throw an acrylic block on there to hold it. And you can see here I've got everything glued and attached here. In the coffin, you can see that I've got some hay type of stuff in there. And it's hard to see, but I do have a spider coming out of there too as well. And I've attached the wicked in the center, the word wicked. And then right now, like I say, I'm kind of working on my bat. So I put a bigger bat towards the center, and his wings are kind of popped up a little bit for 3D. And then I'm adding all of these little tiny bats here. They're kind of flying up and out and over the moon. This was just too much fun. So the last thing I got to do is find a place for that little black cat. He's got to be in here someplace too. So again, we'll put him here in the center. So again, I had a lot of fun creating this home decor panel using the Sizzix Vault products from ScrapbookPal. And again, I really encourage you to subscribe to our channel. We have all kinds of new and fun stuff coming up each and every month. So again, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox. Hope you're having a great day. Take good care.